Okay, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and join Councilman Smedley in our pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father in heaven, we just want to thank you for the day. We want to thank you again for our community. Thank you for all the workers. I know that they've been working on a budget for next year, and we thank you for all the sacrifices and the hard work they put in to make this happen. And we just ask that you be with our meeting tonight and guide and direct each one in their thoughts. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Don. I call to order our Guthrie Public Works Authority meeting of August 1st. Second item on the agenda is community announcements, recognitions. Do we have any stated? None. The third item on the agenda is the consent agenda, which is only one item A, which is the approval of the minutes for Public Works Authority meeting of July 18th. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Submit your votes, please.
I abstain.
See the votes?
Wasn't here, dude.
Actually, I should have abstained too.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
How do you prove what you weren't involved in?
There's unanimous, but for all those that were, well, vote of 5-0, the consent agenda is approved. With that, I adjourn the Public Works Authority meeting and call to order our City Council meeting of August 1st. Consent agenda items A and B. A is the approval of the minutes of the council workshop on July 18th, and B is the approval of the minutes of our regular City Council meeting, also of July 18th. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
And a second. Any discussion? Submit your votes, please.
All votes are in?
See the votes. Got 4 for approval of the minutes and 2 abstentions because we weren't there.
Correct.
Thank you, Brian.
I just want to clarify, abstentions are counted as no votes.
Oh,
If you don't
Unless
leave
you leave the
the
room.
room, unless you leave the room.
Yeah.
okay.
I know that.
I
Doesn't,
see.
it won't
Okay.
matter. in
Won't
this
make any
case.
difference. Anyway, the consent agenda items A and B are approved. Item number 3, discussion and possible action of ordinance 3309, which amends our fines, costs, and tech fees for the municipality. Staff comments?
Kim's gonna make the presentation.
Kim?
This ordinance is going to increase, we currently collect $21 for court costs, and we're able to increase this to $30. It will also allow us to adjust our fees that the state of Oklahoma requires us to collect. I know that they're going to be going up in the next couple of months. And so whatever they adjust those to, we'll be able to mirror. And we're also clarifying the fact that if it's a $200 fine, it will be a $200 fine plus additional court costs. So it would be in addition to, instead of us backing it out. And we're also establishing a technology fee, and it will be assessed on every citation. It's $25. This fee will go to solely and exclusively used for technology for the entire city and maintenance.
Okay.
We're also providing a provision to help us collect unpaid fines. If an individual who hasn't paid a fine and it's over $50, and they have a refund coming back from the Oklahoma Tax Commission, we'll file the paperwork through our collection agency, who will file the paperwork with the Oklahoma Tax Commission, and we'll get paid first for that amount due. And so in total, we believe that this will generate about $137,000. Not including the uncollected fines. We're not sure what that amount will be.
And this puts us in line with surrounding communities.
Yes.
So we were lagging a little bit.
We are, yeah.
Now we're catching up. Okay? Any other questions of Kim? Okay, I'll entertain a motion
So moved.
and a second. I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes, please.
All votes are in.
See the votes. Unanimous approval from all those present to approve ordinance, the change in ordinance number 3309. Item number 4, discussion and possible action concerning the award of bid number 2017-07 for the Fifth Street Stormwater Damage Project. Staff, comments?
Kenny's here to answer any technical questions. The low bid was reviewed by our city engineer, and they found that the firm their bid was in order, and they have documented experience and satisfactory performance in this type of work. So they recommend to go with the low bidder, even though they were quite a bit lower than the other bidders. This project won because of the favorable bid we received, but we also got some additional easements that reduced the amount of piping that we had to do. So this project is coming in significantly lower than what we originally anticipated, which is a good thing because it allows funding to go towards other projects. Staff would recommend the award of the contract as recommended by our city engineer.
I have a quick question for Tenny. Are you obviously been involved in this and you feel comfortable with that, correct?
Yes, sir.
There you go. That was it for me.
You know what this is gonna do, don't you? This is gonna mess up Jeff Chappell's fishing hole.
Well, it's gonna just push it down a little way.
Well, anyway.
It'll consolidate those fish
Oh, is
into
that
a
what's
smaller area.
Oh, okay.
That anybody can catch them.
I so move to approve.
Have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any other discussion? Submit your votes, please.
All votes are in.
Yeah.
See the votes. Unanimous by all those present to approve that bid.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes?
Okay. On accepting bids, are we required to accept the low bid?
It normally it is the lowest, most responsive bid, which means that when you open bids, if there is a flaw in their bid, or if you can document a history of non-performance or problems on other projects, and you have a validity to reject a bid, you can reject the low bid and go with the next high bid. But as long as the low bidder has a satisfactory performance history and their bid's in order, then it would be difficult to reject.
The reason I ask is because normally, I do a lot of bidding myself, and when you see, like, let's say you got 4 bidders, and 3 of them are within about $5,000 of each other, and there's another one that's like $25,000 less than that. Normally, they left a lot on the table, or they left something out, and you almost have to know that there's some mistakes in that bid, and that's why I asked.
And that's why we had city engineer review their bid to make sure that, to look to see if anything had been left out. And it appeared the bid was in order. The firm has done this type of work in the past, and to our knowledge, has done it satisfactory. Did not find any reason to propose to reject the bid.
Okay. Good enough.
Good. Item number 5, discussion and possible action to approve an agreement with ImageNet Consulting that will provide some digital file storage and retention system primarily for police, I believe it is. Staff comments?
We have a representative from the police department here to address questions, knows a lot more about the technical end of this. In general, this is the same type of storage system that I believe the city clerk has used for a number of years. It will allow for electronic storage of records and reduce the space requirements that we have to use for record storage. These records will be stored up, backed up, similar to the records in the city clerk's office. The additional space will allow us to enlarge our dispatch area so that we can be more accommodating to our dispatch needs. So it's a win as far as our dispatch area, and it will reduce a lot of hard copy records to electronic files.
Have we seen this particular technology in other police forces? Have we had an example? Have other police forces used it? And
Yes, Payne County's currently using the same system, and they also have our police reporting system, which is Otis, and they work very well together.
okay, so it's a proven outcome that product that they provide.
Correct.
Okay, good. Well, I think it's nice to get caught up with the 21st century.
And I think it's another example of quality staff that we have that research things and document and find ways to improve the operation of the city.
Yeah.
So exactly how are we storing it now? Maybe I missed that part of it.
Currently, everything's hard copy, so there are approximately 40 filing cabinets, very large, that are full of just past arrest records, and then she maintains, I believe, 4 years worth of current cases, and then everything else is shipped to the Blue House. So we've got a backlog of material at the Blue
Over the
House
Blue
that's
House.
also going to have to be rendered into the system.
And they'll do all that at 28 grand?
Yes.
They'll put it all in?
It's going to take some manpower, but yeah, that'll get us the software.
What is so that's the software. Is there an ongoing fee for it after the initial?
It has a maintenance package, and it lists what it is
Yeah,
in
there were
there.
different costs per hour for support and those kinds of things that were in the package that were given to us. But yeah, this is just the
That's the front
beginning
end.
beginning fee, yeah,
Right.
beginning charge.
That's what I'm saying. What are we looking at? I didn't see it. What are we looking at longer term, annualized? Do we know?
It's broken out in the page 14 of, it was attachment
I
number
just didn't
2.
see it. I didn't realize it was there.
This includes either 1 or 2 years of the maintenance fee that goes into it. I believe it's just 1, if I remember correctly. I don't have it in front of me either.
Do you remember the annual? And that includes
Hey,
both the city clerk and the police department.
I don't have it.
2,100 a year. Right there.
And that includes adding the police department to the city clerks.
Since we already use part of the system to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna have to be scanning in all of our old documentation. Correct.
Everything for the
Through the
last-
course of time, anyway.
30 years, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, how many years back are we talking, 30 years?
At least 30 years, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
See that.
Well, I
Good.
like the idea
Yeah.
because of the fact that we're already Logan and Payne County with the DA. So I think that's gonna make it nice, and you've got, the judge at work both counties too, so if there's anything that goes on between the police and the sheriff's department, they all can work together instead of having to go.
And the fact that it's also a system that
Right.
our clerks use too.
Exactly.
Already.
City clerk.
Handy for everybody.
That's a positive all the way around, I think. Any other questions? Okay, I'll entertain a motion
So moved.
in a second.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Any other discussion? Submit your votes.
All votes are in.
Let's see the votes. Unanimous approval by those present to approve the agreement with ImageNet Consulting. City manager report, item number 6.
I thought I'd forego a city manager report tonight because we will be doing updates and going through our projects Thursday at the city council retreat.
Okay? All right. Item number 7, request comments from members of the city council. Councilman Smedley.
As always, thanks staff, thank you Kim, Leroy, and thank the rest of the city council here.
Okay?
I ditto that. Thanks for all the work that everybody's done on the budget. I do want to request, and I don't know if this has been made yet, on a workshop on the bridge on Harrison. I want to, maybe it's going to be dedicated into the deal Thursday.
It will be a part of the discussion Thursday, and because it is a pretty involved project with drainage and other factors, it will probably be additional discussions above and beyond Thursday, but it is on the discussion list for Thursday as well.
So that's what I would like, is to schedule a workshop just centered around that only at one point. Thank you, that's it.
Okay. Councilman Case.
I'm really pleased with the work that Penny and the rest of our staff have been doing. They've really made up a big hole, or made some room in our budget to where we've been able to balance that out, and that's a really good thing. So, thank you guys.
Councilman Wood.
Pretty much echo everybody else what I said. Thank you, Leroy, and thank you, Kim, and all city departments for putting this together. It looks really good. You've all put a lot of work into it, and it's going to coming together. It looks like it's going to be really smooth. Look forward to going to the retreat this Thursday and talking about the bridge and the different things that are going on and what we're looking forward in this next year. So
That means I can golf safe.
that'll be great then. Thank you.
Good. Councilman Taylor.
I kind of echo what everybody's saying, and also I think this could be the fall of the year. I don't think summer's here right now. It's, 79 degrees and had an inch and a half of rain the first day of August. That's incredible. So, and school's fixing to start, guys, so be paying attention to the school zones. Police guys are going to have something coming this next week, so.
When does school start?
I think it's 2 weeks, or 3 weeks? 18th.
The
Okay.
18th.
So it's a couple weeks. So everybody needs to start preparing. Don't wait around till the last minute. You're going to find something you're not going to like. So I won't give it away any more than that, guys. So anyway, there you go.
Okay, good. Lots of community projects going on, or programs going on. Obviously, always have lots of programs going on at our great library. We got Red Brick Nights coming up Saturday, and a week from Sunday, the 13th, 6 to 8. We've got Summer Streets, focus on health and being healthy. We closed down a few streets for that. So two great events coming on in the next few weeks. Glad to see lots of people out there for those two activities. And again, my appreciation as the whole council to the staff for putting the projected budget together, and for the employees, as Leroy identified in the workshop. It was truly a Team Guthrie effort, meaning all the employees, staff, as well as the leadership pulling together and making that budget happen, that draft budget happen. And so that's a real plus for everybody. With that, ladies and gentlemen,
Pick up that hammer.
we're adjourned. Thank you.